Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hi, Kathy Hand. I'm so glad you're here. And let's call in the other P's, get them in here, get ourselves together on Wednesday because it's prayer day. Hi, Deirdre. It's hump day, prayer day, whatever you want to call it. This is when we review our long list of whoever we care enough to ask everyone to pray for. So if you have a loved one that you want to put on that list, if you want to just hold somebody in your heart, that's what we do on Wednesdays. Good morning, Sherry. Cheers, everyone, to a new day. I'm here in Florida. I'm with our Linda Lemieux, and it's kind of a yucky day outside, but it's a beautiful day inside. It's a great day to have a great day. So let's get this party started. Hi, Annie. Brookie, hello, hello. So let's go into our hearts and do the heart brain. Hand on your heart. Slow down your breathing. And then we're going to add in some love. Love for ourselves first. Love for the family. Breathe in peace. And breathe out peace. Breathe in light. And breathe out light. Breathe in joy. Listen to those birds chirping away their songs of praise. And breathe out that joy. Just love on yourself some. Give yourself a hug first, and then call somebody in there with your telepathy. Just think of them or say their name out loud and see if you get them right in there with you. Yes. Linda gets lots of hugs from you P's while I'm here. Andy, yes, our Brandy is moving in. She's been packing up, and now it's time for the physical move. Good morning, Andrea Gregg. All right, so we've got some lawn stuff going on outside, so you all let me know if it's too loud for you to hear me, and I'll tootle into the other room, and we'll do it from out there. But hopefully you'll be able to hear me over the sound of the lawn guy who's right outside. So it is prayer day, and we do that at the bottom of the hour, but first we visit and see how everybody's doing. So if there's anything going on with you, just let us know, and we'll lift you up for prayer. And let's call in the rest of the family. Oh, there's our Brandy girl. Yes, we are all definitely keeping Auntie Jean in our heart. The last thing I heard from her last night was they will let her go home today if she can keep her breakfast down. So let's pray that all of that out of whack stuff that's going on with her body is going to clear up, and she'll be able to eat and get the nutrition that she needs so she can go home. Thank you, Annie. She does have a diagnosis of colitis, so let's just pray that that's going to clear up and they can help her medically with whatever they need to do to get that cleared up. Indeed, prayers for all of us P's that are in need right now, and there's a lot of that. There's a lot of people who are facing challenges in life. So we lift up our entire P family. Deirdre always gives us a beautiful prayer that includes all of us and all of really any being that exists on our planet. All right, here comes some loud noise because he's right outside the window. Give him a minute. He's very thorough. Alrighty. Brookie, extra prayers for little Max man. Oh, what's going on? He had quite a head bump at the park with lots of blood caked on the back of his head. Oh, sweet one. Oh, I'm so glad that he's okay. Give him a big, big, big hug from me. Oh, Brandy, I hope you can be with us for our prayer time today and at the end where we just pass love along to each other. And yes, let's lift up that little Max man, make sure that he's okay. So my trip down here from Georgia yesterday was not too exciting. Had just a serene trip down the road as long as I was in Georgia. And then I crossed the Florida line. If you have ever driven into Florida, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like a switch gets flipped, and all of a sudden people forget how to drive, or they stop being courteous. I got cut off right off the bat. As soon as I came across the line, there were two cars that both decided I was where they needed to be. And so it was kind of just tense because I had to watch the road so closely, and I made it here safely. So thank you for travel prayers. Those are always welcome and always needed when we're on the road. So anybody else want to share anything that's going on, what's happening? Pray for Linda today. She's got a doctor's appointment this morning, and lifting her up for every challenge that she has going on. Yes, big hugs for our Max man and lifting him up, up, up so that he's all better. Did he get any stitches or anything exciting when he went to the ER, or just lots of attention? I'm sure they loved him at the ER. And there's our Linda, just as I was asking for prayers for her. And Linda, I hope I'm going to be able to stay in here. He already came and did the yard blower, leaf blower at the window, so maybe that'll be it. And I'll be able to stay put to do the rest of the prayers. Good morning, Joanne. All right. Anything else going on? Any prayers that you all need to make us aware of? And definitely prayers for our Brandy as she gets ready to do the move. And we do have a troll. All right. So whatever your name is, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. Oput. We send you away with love. We don't do spamming on here. This is a safe place for anyone who wants to come in to pray with us, to love on us, but we don't do spam. So goodbye. And yes, we have talked about Auntie Jean hopefully coming out of that hospital today. We're just going to visualize that. Let's do that together during the prayer time. Just visualize her coming out that hospital door and being in much, much better health than when she went into the hospital. Good morning, Michelle Landers. Oh, I can feel you. I'm so close to you right now. I think I'm about an hour away from you where I'm at here in Ocala. So hopefully I will get to see your beautiful smiley face. Okay. So if there are no other prayer requests, Deirdre has already put our daily prayer request up, and I will pull up the presentation, and we will do our Wednesday prayers. Let's put up Deirdre's daily prayer for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, and prayers for Auntie Jean and for our United States and for anyone who is struggling right now. And I know that Brandy asked for prayers for anyone touched by suicide or dementia. And if Sally were here, she would ask for us to remember those who are alone, those who are struggling with thinking that they've been abandoned or lost, or just feeling like nobody sees them, the invisible people. And for those who are homeless. And Brookie says, fortunately, it's just a little opening with a nice goose egg. It sure bled a lot. I rushed him right over there without even really looking at the wound. And he was a little light in that ER. Oh, I bet he was. No stitches were necessary. Good. And Kathy's lifting up her sweet pea Marlena for the challenges she faces at her job. She's a dedicated, hardworking office manager, and she continues to prove her worth but feels unappreciated. That happens a lot in the workplace. So let's help her move into a place where she accepts and appreciates herself, and then just allow whatever else external comes in to be a boost. But the appreciation inside is the important thing for her to realize. Hope, Wellington, Marshall, good morning. Prayers for my friend Jennifer Mitchell, Auntie Simple. Transaction yesterday in her sleep with no pain. Is that transition? Did she transition yesterday? I did add her to the prayer list after you asked me to yesterday. All right, let me get the prayer list up and we will begin reading all of those wonderful names that are on there. It takes it a minute for it to come up. So while it's doing so, let's just do a visualization together of anyone who's struggling right now. Just see them rising up, up, up. See them coming to the very best possible health they can be in, or mental state or emotional state. And as we said, let's visualize Auntie Jean walking out of that hospital, getting in her car. I can actually see her little car and driving to her home and being stronger for the experience because they've probably given her lots of fluid. Anytime that you are not holding food down and water down, you get dehydrated. So let's see her in perfect health as she comes home from the hospital. Okay, so Sybil did transition yesterday. Let's pray for the family in that situation. Hope for the best. And I'm glad it was peaceful. All right, it's almost uploaded. And as I read through the names, just type in the comments if there's any updates. If there's anyone on the list that you asked for prayer for, just let us know if they need to remain on the list or what's going on there. Come on. I got a frowny face. Why did I get a frowny face? Something must have happened because it's not letting me open it. Let me try it again. Technology. If it doesn't come up, I will just read it from my computer. It's trying, you guys. So keep visualizing, keep seeing people that you know who are struggling. See them up and happy and rising higher and higher yet. And let's see if technology will cooperate and we can get our list up where we can all see it. It could be the weather. Got some high winds going on outside here. Ah, here it comes. Oh, I just saw Michelle. I will do that after. And you said the troll is back? I don't see it. I blocked them from the show and blocked them from commenting on Facebook. Maybe they went to YouTube. Oh, Marietta's watching. Hi, Marietta. Oh, I see what you mean. Let me see if I can do it on my phone. If I can or not. No. Hang on just a moment. Let me see if I can get rid of this troll. Because we don't need that here this morning. Okay, I think I got rid of it. So hopefully you won't be able to see that anymore. Okay, so let's go to our list. We pray for all the peace for peace on earth, attention to human trafficking through Save Someone's Child, and support for parents going through dealing with anyone who's dealing with addiction. On our list is Perchetta, Percheer, Aunt Mina and Neil, Navriti, Jasmine and her family, Billy Hawkins and her family, Sheila and Kevin Gooden, Gary Langford, who's been very sick, Cecil Boone, and all of my sister Loretta's children and grandchildren, Nola, Joanne Castrillo and her husband and daughter and grandson Eris, Dolores Cook, who is Joanne's mother, LZ, Elaine, I'm sorry, I'm struggling because the print's so little this morning. Deirdre and Thump, Deirdre's sister Steph and husband Bob, Adriel, Tia Fernetti, Mickey, Suzanne Millard and her family, her daughters and grandchildren, Jacob, Marietta and Ed and the fur babies, Leo Harley and his family, Lakshmi, Ken, Jim, Ryan, Josie and her mom, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio and family, and Jean and Ron Lorio, and especially lifting up our Auntie Jean in the hospital, Mary Lou Burdick and family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs and your family and fur babies, Lynn Nevins, which is Catherine's mom, struggling with cancer right now, Fred, Rosalind Good Vibes, Jimmy Wright, Sally and Tony De La Rosa and all of their family, Stacy Phillips, Kathy and Bob Hand and their children, Brandon, Christina, Gage, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and his wife, Pat Moss, and all your family, Becky LaFave and Travis, Erica Hoppy and her family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and family, Hope Wellington Marshall, and especially our Zena, Hope's daughters and parents, Carrie Baker, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Annie Seven, and our little Grayson, Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and her family, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Michael Langren, Oksana and her family, Herb, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul Reese and her daughters, Inez and Teresa, Beata with skin cancer and her daughter Juliana, Linda Lemieux lifting her high today for complete healing and health, and her sons and grandchildren and her friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and their children and grandchildren, and Mary Lord, John, Tatiana, Buster, Wayne, Lenny, Aunt Inga, Blue Jean and her family and all the fur babies, Dolly, Chance, and Shasta, the horses that we pray for, Noel, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie and family, especially sweet little baby Max with a goose egg on his head, praying for quick healing for him, and for Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, the Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Lillianne in Norway and her family, Kathleen Caputo, babies Wyatt, Haven, and Divine and their family, Caden, Tinsley Rose, Kat, I think that's, hang on a minute, let it change over, Candy and Pastor Bruce, Alba, Dottie and Don, Grace Isis and her family, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine and John, Jeannie Aguilar and her grandson, Eric, Tammy Fisk and her family, Rochelle Martinez and her mom Rose, Lori, Kelly, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, and especially her sister-in-law Sharon, Jeannie's sister Merle in Boulder, Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and family, Sherry Gatewood and Padama, Hanaya Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher. Yes, thank you, Annie. I believe our Leo is undergoing surgery this morning, so let's remember him. Mary Quincoli and her friends and family in Florida, Irene and Eduardo, Linda Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick in Australia, Lynn Andriazzi, Frank, Albie, Kenneth, Bobby, Monsi, Kamal, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, um, Mary, Joshua, James, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Kimberly, Ellen, Susikoff and Richard, Dido Clark, and her son Harry, Terry Gilstad, Chiaro, Marissa, Claudia, Marianne Peace and family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lynn, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and family, now I can see it, Carol Fisher, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Sue and grandchildren, Jamie Stamler, Claudel Jackson, Debbie Carroll Hawks, and we're going to take her off the list because she's doing awesome and we celebrate that. Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Landers and her family, Kagan and Wyatt Linder, Barbara Kaufman McGillicuddy, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Miles and Sarah, Joanne McCann New, Whitney, Jude Doughton, Karen Gibbons and daughter, Julie Kiss and her family, Courtney, Ryan, M, Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Kampemans, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher and family, Brian Hughes, Pat O'Connor, Yolanda, Sylvie Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes and her mom Jewel and all of her family, Joey, Terry, Solar and Maya, Leanne, Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Nita, Yusha, EC, Elsie, Jen and Norm, Keith, Joe H., Marisol Soto, Deborah, Tyler, Chad Ehlers, and Mia, Dick Waters, Milton Carbajal, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Zoffman, Jacqueline Carbajal, David Reiger, Solby Barnes and Aud Barnes, Goon Ellen Sundahl, Maria Mitchinson Higman Simpson, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan, Lydia, Benedita, Rebecca Stewart Rickardson, Sonia Kay, Miles, Anjali Baha, Paula Graca, David Brett, Colleen, Dylan Hickson, Richard Barnes, Cole Grayson, Brendy Chari, and praying for that move to go with ease and grace, JT, Francis Nalvin, Shauna, Danielle Riverin, Chris and Natika, Elise, Kara, Pam, Christine, and Ed, Barbara and Diane, Kim, Catherine DeSanti, Mary Jane in Vermont, Carol Caruso, Val Meyer, Tasha, Jocelyn, Linda Kraft and family, Eric and John, Darlene Osei, Paul G., Liam G., Pam, Daniel McGraw, Minner Brumley, Rebecca Sherman, Joe Ketterer, Gabrielle S., Ina, Donna, Nancy, Bailey, Jacob, Mary, Kim Bevan, Gabby Forster, Don B. and his family, the Vega family, Laura, Lisa Capoli Matroni, Bobby, Elaine, Shiraz, Sharu, Sandy, Adil, Laura, Evelyn Smith, Beatrice, Amina, all areas of conflict and anywhere in the world that people are being mistreated or looked down on. Ashley, Alina, Susanna, Lana, Grace Anna, Kim Coles Vintner, Shoshana Sabring, Stephen, Keith, LP, Adam Holmes, Bob Smith, Chris, Christina and Clint, Janine, Heather, Kim, Jennifer M., Cassandra Brown Henry, Tim Smith, Jeanette and Eric, Rachel Warren and her family, Mark Hunter, Pat, Ainsley Grace, and her mom, Kathleen Viscomi, Betty, Judy Dorn, Kelly, Alma Jean, Jim Mershon's father, Rebecca Abraxas, Dana Rados, Darlene Trainer and Nala, Strawberry and Coda, her fur babies, Patricia, Jennifer Schwab and family, Steve Newman and Carol, Janet, Blue's sister Timmy, Margarita Estrada, Donna Sobel and her daughter Joanna, Soma, Christopher Elsie, Emerson, Luisa Almeida, Patricia Torinas, Don Baker and his family, especially his daughter Gia, Norman Ratner and Monica, Richard Scarborough, Richard James, Kathleen's cousin in Florida, Andre, Latrulia, Kathy's co-workers and supervisor, Rose, Danica and Annette, Mike Emmanuel from Zambia, Lucy's mom Mary, Thandi Williams-Wise and Bennett, Hilma Mazel Cocahoon, Justin Brown and family, James, Justina, Hans, Sherry Graham, the Wilk family, Ken and Tabitha, Susanna, Kelsey, Aunt Una, Max Smith, Jackie, Jeremiah, Noel Marshall and Bob Warner, Vinny, Dylan's Uncle Chris, Brandon Diaz, Linda M., Martha, Shad Anderson, Joy, Hollyann, Zeta, Beiji, Allie, Bree, Stephen Hoskins, Tara, Soma, Ben, Pat, Dee Dee, Linda, Julie, Dana Benson and her kitty, Rihanna and her twin Lauren Olivia, Alex, Margie, Anne, Mark Adams, Alexandria and Lexi, and Robin Miller. So we lift up all of these in prayer, and we release the prayers that we have laid before you, God, into your hands, knowing that your love surpasses all understanding. May we find peace in surrender, patience in waiting, and joy in receiving. Teach us to remain steadfast in hope and look for the signs of your presence in all that unfolds. Thank you, Creator, for the blessings yet to come, the lessons we will learn, and the love that surrounds us always. We thank you for answered prayer. We thank you for miracles in our life. We thank you that we have the trust in our heart and the belief that we will see those miracles. And we hold all of this up to you, lifting those prayers up, 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 and knowing that everyone is seen, every prayer is heard, and all will be answered for the best and highest good of all. And we thank you, thank you, thank you. Please say this prayer with me. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. Because we have that promise of joy among us. That's what we're here for. We're here to spread that joy, spread that love throughout the world. And let's do that. Let's spread joy, love, happiness from our heart to every heart on this planet. We lift up Mama Gaia. We ask for peace on earth. And we're going to set the intention that we already have it. We're going to claim it. We'll claim that peace together. And we'll see our earth thriving and in an amazing, amazing state of being. So y'all are getting started. So let me get the music playing from our Leo. And thank you, Charlie, for starting us out with a thank you. I love you. Let's lift up our Leo as we listen to his song today.
It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on the peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of
There's our Leo. Oh, you're going into surgery now. Well, we just lifted you up, Leo, so we're right there with you.
cup of full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup of full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of love. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of love. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup
Hey, Puchetta. Okay, get ready to do the AAA dance for our Leo.
no secret. We simply
Simply accept, align,
align.
allow.
AAA,
AAA, y'all.
cup of full of joy every day. To start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy every day. To start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Full of joy. What we share with each other, we share joy. There you go. We're helping Leo at the end of the song. We always end with joy, jumping for joy with a woo. Woo! Thank you, Leo. And our prayers are going right with you. We're standing beside of you in that surgery room, praying for Raphael to guide that surgeon's hands. And anyone else who is having any kind of challenge right now, we stand right beside of you. Don't think you have to go through it alone, because you don't. We're here for you. Reach out and let me know if you all have had any success with the people that you whispered for them to do something, whether it was to reach out to you, to take an action, or whatever it was that you whispered in their ear. And I'd love to hear if you had any success with that. I love you so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning on the Morning Cuppa. And in the meantime, just spread that joy. Put a smile on your face. As Marietta teaches us, spirit magnifies incredible, loving energy. So smile at everyone you see today and send that joy forward. I love you all so much. I will see you later. Oh, and I'll be back in an hour with Dr. Ruth Anderson. We'll do meditation excavation together. So come join us for that at Enlightened World Network. Love you so much.